Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. We are in the city, that's, well, a city inside, well, mostly on top of the sword. And we're now doing like, well, a tour around the place with Shania, and we were approximately halfway there. So I thought, let's just cut it and do the other half today. So that's where we're going to start off today. And hopefully afterwards we can explore the entire city by ourselves, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of things to see here. So let's get straight into it. You ready, Shania? Keep walking.
So we're born to fight, and then we die, over and over and over.
Yeah,
I
that
can hardly believe
is
it,
the idea.
but it was Ethel, without a doubt.
Yeah, if you get something, if you were told something like that, it would ensue an entire existential crisis, isn't it? Like, what does your life mean if that's what's happening? To die and fight, to die and fight, and to die and fight over and over again for generations on generations. Yeah. But I think that's what we're here for, right? That's what this game's all about, for us to change that, to take the future in our own two hands as Ouroboros. Where are you taking us, actually? It could be that everything looks the same, but I feel like you went around the entire thing.
It's already getting dark.
See, even everybody else is saying that it's getting dark. How long will this still take? Ooh.
Where are we?
This is a maternity ward.
Maternity?
Doctor, may I?
Are they gonna see babies for the first time?
Come.
A freshly born baby. Yeah, because they'd never seen one, have they? There was no need for it. Their only goal was to learn to fight and to die. And they were grown up to be children when they came out of the pods. It would be so weird if you saw it for the first time,
It's
a little
so
one.
small.
It's
It
a
is.
little person.
It's so teensy tiny, but it moves.
Much rejoicing!
It's okay to touch her. Gently now.
She's so warm.
Place one finger in her palm.
Cute. Big grasp.
You need to try it too.
Oh.
Whoa, you're right. Mimi, it's incredible.
Let me have a turn.
He's also so excited.
This is incredible, Sena.
Funny, right? But this is human beings' true nature. If you want the ins and outs, go and ask the doctor.
All right then, lads and lasses. Who wants to know how babies are made? Well, you're in for a surprise. Buckle up.
Ah, it is a talk about the birds and the bees. Their first taste about how life should be, instead of how it has been. It's kind of beautiful, isn't it? Because it is just that simple.
This is how it should be. This is human nature. We are born defenseless, grow up. Then those who find a spouse create new life together, age, then return to the earth.
Well, it's one side of human nature, at least. The better one.
Thank you. I mean it.
Monica, what was that word you used? Spouse?
A partner in romance.
Rome?
The feeling of having someone very precious to you. That'd be one way of putting it.
It's a memorial wall, isn't it? With the people they've lost.
You'll understand too someday. Or it might be that you already do.
The remembrance stones. Yeah. Well, can't interact with it, but this is an important place for the city, I'm sure. And I'm guessing these are all the names of people that passed on a non-natural way, maybe fighting the Mobius. But yeah. Well, keep on showing us, Shania.
Taion, look.
It looks the same as the one before.
Who are they?
The first Ouroboros. The founders, we call them.
The first Ouroboros?
That one. She looks a bit like Mimi.
Look at this. He's got Noah's chin.
And the others don't look like anyone.
Well, they do look familiar to me.
Tell us about them.
Just can't put my finger on it.
Long, long ago, they gained the power of Ouroboros. It let them match Mobius blow for blow. The city folk you see here, we're all descended from them.
Bound by their blood?
It was the queens, so they say. Keves and Agnus. Their powers united created Ouroboros. Ouroboros are the only ones that can take down a Mobius. Although, there can only be 6 Ouroboros alive at one time. By activating the stone's cage here, those with aptitude can become Ouroboros.
Only 6? Why so few of them?
I get it. That's why they got so upset.
Finally clicked? There's only so many seats and stones. The one that my father was moving, it took a long time to be found.
Think I'm finally getting the gist of this whole Ouroboros deal. But the queens?
Not those sham figureheads in the castles. The real queens.
Yes, real queens. I knew that soulless piece of clockwork junk wasn't the real deal.
Does that mean our queen is false too?
We're still trying to pinpoint the true queens. They're out there somewhere, sleeping.
What for?
Why else? To take our world back from Mobius and set things to rights. The true queens will help us there.
Hang on a bleeding second. Ouroboros were born, like, generations ago, right? But you said the queens are sleeping. Are there humans who can even live that long?
Now that, I don't know too much about.
Then what do you know?
Well, the legend goes that both of the queens, their lifespans are supposed to be incomparably longer than ours.
And you're pinning your hopes on that?
At the moment, that's about all we can do.
All right. So, when the world is back to rights, then what?
The people you've seen here, the way they live their lives, that could be everyone. Babies, children, adults, the old, they're all a part of nature's cycle.
And that would go for us too?
There'll be more to life than just fighting to survive. We'll weave the tale that we were always meant to tell.
Don't give up. 10 years? You kids deserve better. The only thing that can change all this is the will of Ouroboros. You kids and your lot.
Though, some of us around here still ain't too keen on the idea.
What?
So, those people from before,
They're happy living in the moment. As long as they can hide away and cover their eyes, they don't give a damn about the rest.
So our lives mean nothing to them?
If they can't see or hear you, then as far as they're concerned, you don't even exist.
closing their eyes. to what's in front of them.
A lot of folks here think that way.
But that's just like Mobius. Then the only difference is whether or not they benefit directly.
You catch on quick. I can see why my dad chose you guys. But the will of the Founders, it lives on in us warriors. Mobius can't reign forever. If we can continue freeing young folk like you, maybe life can get back to how it should be. That would be best for all of us.
For sure. I'm with you. I think we'd have to be lunatics not to believe you, after what you've shown us.
I believe it too. Seeing how you live your lives, it made me feel really envious. Feeling that warmth, part of nature's cycle. We need to protect that. I agree. It was so precious.
I think she's still judging us, seeing if we are worthy of the power. At least that's what I can imagine going on, because she was one to be picked as Ouroboros. And since we are now them, she wants to know if we'll do it right. It's important for them too. More walking to do? Oh, this is the last stretch. Let's get you to the dorms. Mobius's warning level. The Keves and Agnus warning levels have combined to form a single Mobius warning level.
There's been changes to colony relations.
Okay, so technically what they're saying is everyone is now the same? Yes, okay, so it's got the lower of the two. Pretty good, pretty good. Don't know what the warning level actually does. Because I thought it was more like the higher the level is, the more we're gonna see people that will fight against us because of what we are, because we are Ouroboros. But I haven't noticed any difference in that regard, but that could be just me. Well, for now, let's just keep on moving.
Man, I think I need some time to process all this.
Yeah. Quite a weight to carry. Absorbing all this in one go.
This is the dorm for young lost number soldiers. You can sleep here while you're in the city. You can ask that guy about your rooms. Oh, and sadly, there's no kitchen in the building. A lot of the single soldiers eat at the Mishiba canteen. But if you want to do your own cooking, feel free to use that empty plot of land over there. Got it. Thank you, Monica. Tomorrow we have a lot to discuss. Agreed. How shall we arrange that? Meet me in the Lost Numbers War Room. It's the place down the lift from near the Praetorial hill, which we passed on the way here. I'll let you know closer to the time. Oh, before I forget. You're free to explore the city as you will. Is that really okay? Oh, I said we weren't hostile, right? I thought you'd be pleased not to have me breathing down your necks. Oh, no, we're grateful. Thanks for everything. Alright, so we can get in there just to have a night's rest and then get to the place of discussion tomorrow. Or we can have a look around, see what we can find. If we can gain access for certain places, like behind the fence. Ooh, discussion points. The lost numbers are short on snipers, right? It's just that I've been considering changing my role, is all. You're changing your blade again? Are you really sure you found the right role this time? blades. Yes. Alright, so there are discussion points here, at least about certain things. Ooh. Ah, two friends know. Name of lost numbers. Number 1 leftness is mercenary. Also with containers slotted into, often used as transport craft or armory. Oh, those would be the leftnesses we saw around the castle. Ah, also we have little autolavs about size of Bigipon called Sentry. These special creations of Master Pan. Ah, the ones we fought in Alfeto Valley, maybe.
We have some new names registered.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons why I want to check everything out, just to add a few names to the roster. And also to see how far can we go. And are there more discussion points for us to grab up? Oh, however you look at it, Guernica was a great man and a heroic fighter. He ceded his position as elder to Monica so that he could carry on fighting on the front lines. Each time he rode back into the city on his leftness, he brought back a brand new tale of valor and daring do. Yes, and I certainly wasn't the only one who was eager to hear him either. He inspired courage in all of us, not just the lost numbers. He was a great example, right up to his final moments.
We have some new names registered.
That I can imagine. He really was a great person. Ooh. It seems to be locked. But it's the only door here that can be interacted with, so is it something important? I think the lost numbers are wrong to carry on stealing cradles at the risk of exposing themselves. All they're doing is giving the enemy more hostages, and yet they still carry on. We all know what kind of atrocities are going on at the castle.
We have some new names registered.
Oh, the elder is a lady I admire. Never a stronger woman I have seen. Her father and her spouse together are lost, yet still she shoulders on in stern command. As a daughter of the noble house of Doyle, I hope that I too climb to such a height.
We have some new names registered.
Ooh, there are nobles in this settlement? Because normally when you're playing games like this, nobles are usually not the best kind of people, if you know what I mean. Check out the different layers. We do have to be careful though, that we don't accidentally jump down 16 levels all the way to the floor. Ah, is the delivery room. I still wonder, did they actually have to talk with the doctor about how children are born? Or is it just an option we have at some point? Not that I need to know about it, but it would be very curious to see how they would deal with that kind of information. Considering it was never a part of, well, their normal upbringing. Because all they knew is just fighting, fighting, fighting all the time. Daddy, could we get this book? Sure thing, champ. And what a good choice. They'll probably help with your studies. Reading.
It's all making sense.
A shop of Well is general store, passed down through many generations of traders. Ancestors of Well travel whole of the world in caravan, but one day decide to stop caravan and settle here. After that, shop deal in many goods, artistic things, nopon craft, fun, printed matters, important service to city friends.
We have some new names registered.
We do. Ah, I so want some new clothes. You might have to be a bit patient. City clothing. Well, hello. Yes, what do you have? Come again. Ah, Machello. I was hoping on a shard or a rock or something. These are actually pretty good. Shall we buy a few? We have plenty of cash, so it's not like we're breaking the bank by doing this. Because normally if it's like the first level of rarity, I don't bother with it, but this might be interesting to put on a list since we don't have any of it.
Maybe we could all walk closer to you.
Ah, appreciation friend custom. I thought I saw 2 balloons. Estelle Harbor. Could that be people that walked down there? Or maybe it was just a change of day. That they just disappeared in front of my eyes. Ooh, bigger lenses. Yeah, I don't want to go too far. Since we're just doing small explorations here, talk to the people we see. Mishiba Canteen.
Everyone, get some rest.
Alright, let's discuss the 3 points we just picked up. City clothing.
It's best we talk this through.
So, those clothes we'd borrowed all that time ago, I guess this were city made in the first place? Thinking about it, does that mean we might see people with the same outfits walking around? Wait, you don't think... My style, it's not weird or anything, right? I wonder. We did get dressed in a hurry then. There wasn't time to think about style too carefully. Judging from the city people's perspective, it's not impossible that something about the ensemble might appear extremely offensive. Oh no, this is what I was afraid of. You look fine, Noah. Don't let Taion's mutterings get you down. Say, what about Taion's clothes then? I need my attire to be functional, that's it. It's entirely pointless to worry solely about its appearance. Wow, that's pretty sensible actually. A very Taion approach. While we're on the subject, Taion, there's something I want to say for a while now. What is it? Your scarf is deeply, deeply uncool. What did you just say? Repeat yourself, how dare you? I knew it. You're as vain as the rest of us, you poser. Everybody has a certain degree of vainness, isn't it?
I just wanted to confirm.
Did you notice how the city people call adults like Monica teach those smaller folk things? Not smaller folks, Eunie. The world is children. I saw adults reading books to children. It was a really peaceful scene somehow. Yeah, I remember in our old training and lectures, they basically beat stuff into us. Nothing so relaxed as this. I imagine Monaco would say this is how things are meant to be. Well, she'd have a point. I can't really imagine those children holding weapons, fighting for their lives. Well, before Monica became an adult, do you think Guernica read to her like that too? I guess he might have? Strange, isn't it? I can't picture it at all. Yeah, it's a bit outlandish, isn't it? Well, it's outlandish to them, because they've never had that experience. For people here, it's like everyday life.
It's best we talk this through.
Apparently the lost numbers can use all different kinds of blades, just like us. Monica did say that the city's people were originally of one kind with the Ouroboros. Oh, so you'd say that explains the similarities with us. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Even so, though, it's not many people that can master fighting with multiple blade forms, it seems. Well, if you don't commit, your form's gonna be sloppy and you'll get bad habits. I think I'll always prefer using what I'm good at. I like to get at least basic understanding of all of them. Nothing beats flexibility on the battlefield. Me, I'm a power girl through and through. What the spark is a power girl? Never mind, I got your drift. Well, it is important to remember though, even though we have Ouroboros powers, it's still a matter of effort to achieve proficiency. That is true. No matter how talented you are, without proper training, you're not getting anywhere.
Right then, should we get a move on?
Catched up with our discussions, so we slowly head back to the dormitory. And yes, we could go further down. I think that's also where we need to be for the main quest tomorrow. Let's do that tomorrow. And we could talk to the people then. Unless... Is there anything here that might be interesting? I don't know. Careful. Yeah, like I said, we don't want to fall all the way to ground level again. So we spent so much time trying to get here. The rooms are ready for you now. How about getting some rest? He says with a gun on his shoulder.
N, you say?
You know him?
I know of him, definitely. He's been a real thorn in the city's side.
Sounds rough.
He slaughtered many of my people in cold blood.
Oh.
Why bring him up?
Well, no reason.
Hmm?
What's wrong? Is it something Monica said? Is there a problem?
No. Don't worry about it. It's just a passing thought.
Yeah? Oh, I got some news earlier. We're not sleeping in tomorrow. Our briefing starts early. Get some rest while you can.
I will.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. Good night.
Yeah. Night.
Yeah, he might be worried about the similarities between him and Anne. Visually, of course. Wow, soft beds are really comfy. Who knew? I'm fairly sure you've always slept well, even in sleeping bags. Same. You lot, weren't you even a little nervous? Clearly, you were nervous enough for all of us, judging by those dark circles under your eyes. I could just meekly go to sleep after getting here and processing all that information. That sounds more like excitement than nerves, if you ask me. Well, it looks like last night's jumble of information will be sorted out in the war room. Right. We should probably start making a move over to the war room then. Right, agreed. Monica said, you take the lift down from near by the Praetorian Hill, right? That's the Sword's Hill Guard. All the way there, huh? Okay then. Yep. Like I said before, we'll find our way, we always do. And of course it's morning, so a lot of new people to talk to. Let's first check inside here. And the door is locked. But here we are, someone with an entire container in his bedroom.
This is something decent, right?
Gotta keep nice and limber.
I dare say there are quite a few questions you'd like to put to me right now. But if you aren't sick or wounded, please stay out of the medical facility if you don't mind. Your presence is bound to cause fuss, you see, so please bear with me for the sake of the people who need their rest. Oh, like those little baby people? That's right, I have some gravely ill old folks being taken care of too. People who are sadly coming to the end of their lives.
We have some new names registered.
Yeah, he's a very important person and we'll only mess with him the moment we actually need to. Ooh. For camping. It's good that we have it so we can teleport to here if needed. Ah, yes. Ooh, a question mark. Is that on this level? It is. And that's where probably the elevator is where we need to be. Alright, let's go to the question mark and depending on what it is, after that towards the elevator. Because we have a date with a war room. Oh, so you smashed up the castle's annihilator, huh? We used the chaos you kindly created to kick Kevesi in the proverbial by raiding the pods. You're worse, you're like a star of hope rising above the city. You've set an awfully high standard for yourselves.
We have some new names registered.
Ah, outside thunder with noise of war, but inside of city happily safe. Gigi have eye patch, so Gigi never leave home without. What? Oh, I didn't think Nopon had any need for eye patches. Ah, keep voice tone down, or Gigi have to admit it merely stylish affectation. Basically, he likes how it looks.
We have some new names registered.
Which I can get, of course. What's up? I'm a rare sight to you? The city's got three types of folks. The promising youngsters, hardworking adults, and the old folks with time on their hands. Time on your hands? Like you don't have anything you need to do? We paint, write, poetry, play an instrument, or in my case, have a good old drink every day.
We have some new names registered.
That's a sad hobby, drinking every day, but hey, to each his own, right?
Best buy only will
Marcello!
be budgeted for.
Please, come again. Oh, I very much appreciate the scavengers force retrieving those supplies. It sure isn't an easy job. Well, they're going to the Nom wetland next. The fight never stops for them. Scavenging. Ooh. This appears to be sheet music. Someone's sheet music. Oh, that has to be a side quest of some sort. But shall we continue onwards first? The Elder might be welcoming you Ouroboros with open arms, but I doubt everyone will feel the same way. Please, don't disturb the peace we have here in the city.
We have some new names registered.
We won't do that unless we are forced to, don't worry. Module warehouse. Interesting. It could be somewhere on top, but like I said, there's more for us to explore sometimes in between the episodes. I'm sure we'll be
I
fine.
think we can take that elevator down to the war room.
Oh, that's the elevator that distracted me so much last episode.
Last war council. Hope this isn't one of the boring ones.
Well, to be honest, with all the information we've been getting in this episode, yeah, it's definitely not gonna be boring, is it? Oh, it goes directly into the war room. I did not expect that.
Okay then. Sneaking into Agnus Castle, huh?
Seems we won't be catching a break anytime soon.
So this person who knows where the true queens are... who was it again?
You're looking for Gondor.
Ah, that's right. So then, we've just got to find this Gondor, break him out of the prison camp and get the spark out of there.
Luckily, they don't kill us immediately after we've been captured. We're held beneath the castle, in a detention facility.
To perform forced labor?
There's that as well. But mostly, it's to set an example.
Example?
On the day of an eclipse, once a year, they hold a mass execution of prisoners at Hope's Rest, a hill on the castle's south edge. The whole event gets projected, high into the sky.
Oh no. So that's what you meant.
It's to show us we're powerless.
And the place they do this is Hope's Rest. What kind of sick joke is that?
The next eclipse falls about a month from now. So that's our deadline for what we've got to do. Contact the prisoner and get the intel on the queens.
A month.
Mia,
So how much time she has left?
Well, no two ways about it. We better get started now.
yeah. And we better hurry. We can't waste a single day.
Let's say we make it in without a hitch. Won't the you-know-what give us away?
Eunie, I don't think we do know.
The red glowing Mobius eye thing.
Oh,
That.
Those eye patches I gave you? There's a special alloy embedded in them. Long as you got that, you'll be near invisible. Slip clean under their noses.
And after we've got the info, how do we get out?
You've put the Kevesi Annihilator out of commission. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Even if we get out, what about your lot?
You don't need to worry about them. They knew the risk.
That doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, well, that's how we do things.
But still,
I'll tell you too. Be prepared to make sacrifices.
Only if
All right.
absolutely necessary.
However, only as our absolute last resort.
Exactly.
Is that fair?
That's awfully kind of you. But kind doesn't win wars. There's a Nopon called Samon in engineering. He'll be able to find you a way into the castle. Get the details from him.
Alright, straight into it. Infiltration of the castle. Oh, Mr. Salmon's engineering department? Go down the lift near Dolgan's Cliff and you'll find it in no time. Oh, it's the big lift you took to get up here. You know the one? Right. Well, that's it. Ciao. Oh, what? You're not gonna show us the way? There's a strategy meeting we have to be at, discussing what to do after the infiltration. Oh, you're infiltrating the prison too? Well, it was originally our plan. I see. Well, looking forward to working with you then. Yeah, sorry, not going to be all buddy-buddy with you. Well, I hope at some point they'll see eye to eye, but like I said, I get it. Wow, what crawled up his arse? Well, looking at it from their perspective, we essentially took the Ouroboros powers that were originally intended for them. But what does it have to do with any of this? Let's just play our part for now. We should head to the engineering. Yeah, because just by doing our part, we might be able to convince them that we do not have any bad intent. Castle access accepted. Right. Well, I joined the Lost Numbers in the hopes of becoming as fine a man as Guernica. In the hopes of becoming as strong and as kind as him, yet even as of this day, it still remains an aspiration. Guernica Vandham. Yeah, there's only so much you can do with just the best of intention. At some points, there needs to be a whole lot of effort being poured in. But yes, for now, I'm gonna leave it here. Next time we're gonna continue by going around the city. Well, and basically trying to find engineering and see how we're gonna infiltrate the Agnus castle. But that's gonna be next time. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue moving forward. Infiltrate the castle and see if we can find the queens. See you then. Bye bye.